Namaskaram. Now we are with Team HLS, and today we have achieved significant results, especially given the cohort we are working. One, you know that if you give us 1 year, we'll be able to make you a CA. Now, coming to today's results at all India level, 14% is pass percent for Group 1, and 22 for Group 2, and 14 overall. And from our cohort who has written in January, so we are able to save 38 attempts in the sense that they're repeating, going through the vicious cycles multiple times, and we are able to put an end to this 38 attempts in one attempt. So eventually, as we proceed forward, we want to expand the challenge and we'll save 100 attempts in just one attempt. So which includes probably 10 people writing 10 attempts, 15 people writing 6 attempts. So this is the cumulative figure which will help you understand the depth of work which you're doing. Now I'm quickly moving on to my team members. So we have a couple of full-time members, Hari and Manju, and we have Maitreya and Ravli who are working with Big Force and currently working with limited time. So moving forward, we are looking to give a very bold offer or bold promise that if you give us 1 year, we'll be able to help you clear any exam in CA. Again, it can be possible in one attempt also, but given the psychological constraints that most of the students are having, so we're looking at 1 year. So I just want to have a quick discussion with my team regarding that. So Hari, now you saw the level of difficulty which we went through because Maitreya just came and said, even if it comes at 11 o'clock or 4 a.m. in the morning, he could see mentors and students working, especially for the Jan cycle. So can we standardize this? I think in terms of the cohort, this has been the toughest cohort to break and work upon them, both in terms of the subject and also the psychological factors, because a lot of them had multiple challenges at all levels. So, can are we in a position to claim that if you give us 1 year, we will be able to help them solve the problem entirely? So, this is my question to you. And rest of you.
Yeah, for a student who is reasonably good in everything, for them one attempt will be good enough.
Yes.
Whereas when they are having many challenges like psychological as well as mindset wise as well as preparation wise, it will take more than one attempt. Sometimes it depends on that. So yeah, 1 year is a good enough time for to give to give us to make them see it.
So, Hari, in larger organizations, there are very few companies where you closely work with 5 CAs in this level of depth and closeness. Because normally there will be one chartered accountant, a lot of people working under him, even if it is the big four structure. So it happens in a different way. Now here we have cross-functional relationship with multiple chartered accountants in a very closed circuit. So how are you finding this work experience closely working with CAs of different mental capabilities and different experience?
Hmm. In this close atmosphere, I'll be able to learn more well,
Yes.
learn more, and I'll be able to grab more things rather than working in other organizations. Here, the relations will be more closer. So this way, it will be more.
So far, you're looking at it in two ways. One is the depth, the closeness of the relations,
Yes.
and able to learn things very quick because of the proximity. So can we go ahead with this, Hari? So clearing their exams, whether it's their final or CACMA, one attempt at 1 year.
Yes, we can go
We are
ahead.
confident about this.
Yes.
Okay, good. My dear, so the same question: are we in a position to claim this now that we saw this? Right, we also know the difficulties involved. So
Uh, is actually we are seeing it very closely. We know what it takes to produce results. So 1 attempt or 1 year is pretty much possible. Again, it's possible if there are efforts from the both sides. We'll put in the efforts and we'll try our 100% to make sure that you put in the efforts so that we will achieve the results. So it is possible. It can be done.
okay. In terms of the teamwork and culture, so you have been working with different organizations, the part of your
Mm-hmm.
profession,
Mhm.
in order to use an advantage of working with different companies.
Clientele.
So how do you see that teamwork happening?
So one thing is that the amount of responsibility people takes. Again, while working in some sort of organization for a project or for some sort of thing is pretty much different from what we do here. We are building something. Building is different from working. So working is something which is established. We are putting in all the effort to bring out the results. The results are, the span is very low, 6 months. If gone, it's gone. So it's very crisp, it's very fast, decisions are taken, discussions are made. So uh, again, building is the word I want to use. Working is different from building. I work there, we build here, so that's the difference.
And what's your take on Hari and Manju quickly? Because you saw them evolve yet quickly. They're picking themselves very fast. The level where we are able to step back and take responsibility. So, quick thoughts on Hari and Manju.
So again, I have seen these people studying as students also. They came in very quick actually. So they understood the process very quick. So they took up the challenges. Sometimes it used to be tiring. It used to be exhausted. But the game is very clear. But the intentions are very clear. The only one intention what we work or what these people work is pretty clear, that they want to produce the results. Again, they know the impact that they are going to create by putting in that one extra hour, by sacrificing that one extra movie that they are going to see, by sacrificing that 1 hour of sleep. Again, one thing is that they have done whatever it takes to do. It's not about helping students, it's about taking prints, waking them up, feeding them. Again, it takes that level of effort to assure one attempt or 1 year. Yes, they have put in enough amount of effort, and that shows lots of maturity on their side. Again, there is two parts. One is they're passionate about what they're doing, and they're compassionate about the students, and they know what is the impact that they'll create. And it takes good amount of maturity to understand what they're actually doing. It's not about mentoring; it's about adding some sort of value to the work we are doing. That's very appreciated.
And finally, for you personally, Mitra, the world which you live in, all glassy world, corporate, and it's very contrast to this. So, how do you find the difference and balance between what happens outside as well as in
Uh, I know it's pretty hard in the beginning. I'm not able to figure out. Everything used to be very structured over there. Here we work on instant decisions, what to do, what not to do. So I understood this is a part of life. When you want to do something, things should be happening this way. Again, everything need not be structured. Things evolve over here. I have seen closely what's happening here, how things are evolving. We have built two people who can help us in that, impacting the mindsets, helping the students in such a way is really what I see. Again, this is something which can happen here only, because books are there everywhere, people are there everywhere. If you have seen that scorecard back there, we can see the cumulative attempts which they have taken. It's not one other attempt they had here, it's the last attempt they had here. So that's the impact that we are going to create. And obviously, I'm what we call, there is lots of difference, because as I told, people are very compassionate over here. It's not that we are looking them as somebody who comes and studies. We are looking at the potential impact that we are going to create, and the purpose is very clear. So nice.
Thanks for valuable insight, Matthew. Looking forward to do more of this. And
Thank you.
now I'm glad that you're able to see the picture more clearly. Matthew, yes. So, taking over from what Maitreya has said, a quick transition. Like how do you look at your role yourself, and when you look at somebody like Ravali who has come in the latest edition. So how do you see this? Now we are seeing the other side, like Maitreya and Ravali. I think you're technically between Ravali and Maitreya. So how do you see the whole ecosystem? Like 3 generations within the workflow.
it's it's exciting to see this because he's my mentor and I mentored her. So now she's a mentor and it's exciting how things evolved around here. And like Maitreya sir said, the culture that we are building here is very, very special and very organic. Not many institutes have this culture. Here we almost live like a Gurukul, wherein everything that we see, we just keep on fixing it and doing it and going around. I mean, as much as structure is important, living this way and fixing things as you go is also very important. Yeah, again, we work backwards as to, we want results, and whatever works that way, we just keep on doing it. It's not like, you do this, you do this, you do this, you get that result. You may get it, you may not get it, but we reverse engineer and we work. So, I mean, the team is extremely nice, sir. I mean, everyone's passionate about producing results. Everyone believes in what they do, because once you're in the process, especially for me and Hari, I think we were in that process. We have seen results. So definitely there are more number of reasons for us to believe that this process works and this is what is useful for the students out there. So yeah, we completely trust it, and we still want others to trust it and reap benefits out of this process.
Great. I'm glad that you're seeing things the right way and enjoying your time here.
Yeah.
And now over to Ravli. So Ravli, the quickest, like an eagle, came, picked what you want, became a CA, and then instantly got into one of the largest corporations in the world. So what difference do you see between the big four company which you're working in HLS? Like you stepped in both with your two legs. So
Coming to the company, like I am working there, but to whom I'm working and to whom I'm like I don't know for whom I'm doing that. It's just mechanical thing. And like about HLS, here we see real problems and we try to find out the solution. This really adds value to the life, and like uh, personally to me, the problems I have seen and the solutions which I get from the other mentors and you, it is also like motivating me, and it is helping my life also to be more better than what I am the last 6 months or last 23 years. So this is I feel this is working on real time basis, and which helps both the students as well as mentor to shape like to shape very much better than what we are in the past.
glad to hear that.
So I want your perspective. Last year, a couple of years ago, we didn't have a team. We were just two people working on one student. And from there, you have a team now, you have students. It's grown a little big. So you also might have continued your corporate job, climbed so many ladders there. And how are you feeling at this juncture?
It's not even 2 years, Manju, two technical years, but if you look at it, it's 13 months, I think, 13, 14 months, right? So we grew tremendously. I think now I am seeing 5 CS right here, and we have extended team of 10 CS. So see, it's very hard for a company to get a good CA. Now I'm telling you again, it's very hard for any company to get any one of you individually. So it's not just about the qualification, the skill set, and most importantly, the intent and all. So if all of us are able to work together, there's something in the concept. Now, what is the concept we figured out? Value addition without brokerage. What is brokerage? Now, when middlemen come into the picture, let's say in most of the education institutes, the founder's role will go into management and administration rather spending time with the students. Even the same, even when you go in. So when one of you say that I'm not able to correlate this problem with a person, it's process oriented. Now here we are making it people oriented, and we're extremely focused. And you also mentioned we reverse engineer. We want results. For that to happen, whatever has to be done, like Maitreya said, waking up or feeding them, whatever has to be done, we're doing it. So that way, we are building a unique culture where we feel connected. Now I keep asking Hari the same question: Why HLS? Why HLS? Every video, that's where I ask him. Like I push him to the core. Like he keeps saying, "Okay, I'm working in a closed scenario. I kind of work with different sets of people, and I'm able to learn very fast." The other day, I think here is where Hari's family sat down. So they also said the same thing. They're seeing that growth path. So every person who is coming here, whether it's a student or whether it's a mentor or somebody in transition, they're seeing significant value. That's why parents and families encourage this ecosystem. Otherwise, it's a very expensive ecosystem for multiple reasons, not just monetarily, even in terms of effort, emotions. We invest a lot, right? So monetary investment is only one thing, but the other components is significantly difficult to do, and the work ethic. Now, I think if I see Hari's last week should have been 70-80 hour Hari. I think he's sitting through a 70-80 hour work week. Now it's very people on the internet are debating about it. Now here I have someone who doesn't talk anything about it. Again, do I want a break? Like I had to force him to come and sit in my house for a short 1 or 2 hour break. That is his work ethic. Even now he was supposed to be somewhere else. I brought him here. So when people are willing to do this, the only reason they're able to correlate the effort and the outcome. Okay, I do this today, as you rightly said, this 1 hour sacrifice is helping somebody clear this attempt, and that'll help a family. Now you overhead the calls which we are getting, whether it's Vatsalya, he's an IFS officer, forest officer now, whether somebody like Sairam, different economic backgrounds, different cycles, of, I would say, spheres of living as a societal influence. All of them, one result is going to bring in magical transformation. So that way, I see it's worth it. Every 1 hour we put in, every 1 minute, every video we make, it's leading to something. It's creating momentum. And for me, I always say him is not me, but I never knew whom to point out. Oh, you are him, you are him, you are him, you are him. I know it's a concept, like human intelligence master is a concept. We are all getting there. So I'm happy, proud to see this manifesting. Again, the student base, not just the student base, the mentor base is expanding. This is what I wanted. So by the end of the year, we'll be going with him 11 team, all 11 CS. We're going with that. We're hiring fast and very responsibly. When I say we could fill it up very fast, but the thing is, we are getting the right people, and I'm sure you are finding the next people to be a good fit. Like Maitreya, when he sees both of you, you're a good fit. Now Ravali is also fitting in well. So we are seeing the next couple of people who will be potentially coming here. So we're doing all of this. As a founder, what else I need? Like changing lives in front of me and expanding this to the best extent we can. So that's all I have for you. And once again, I think let's give a round of applause to Alison and the team. And none of this is possible without the trust of the parents and students. So only when they trust us, only when they give us an opportunity, we'll be able to do this. So thank you for all the parents and students who trust us with this process, because this is unique. This is really the first time in India for this to come into picture. So yes, we are doing our best, but without your support, without your trust, we can't do any of this. So thank you, and we'll keep doing more of this. And as always, like this has become a habit for us right now. So since instead of taking multiple calls, if you're interested, please apply using the link. Again, we can't get back immediately. We have very limited slots. So WhatsApp us or fill the form. We may not be able to take the calls based on the application, based on the way you fill the application. We'll revert to you. And that's all we have for now. And all the best for the future endeavors. I think we let us together wish them, okay, on a count of 3 to 1, all the very best, probably. 3, 2, 1, go. All the very best. Thank you.